Welcome to another edition of the TAYLORMADE Inspirational Radio, and we're diving into, again, believe it or not, the housing market. And we're here with Concetta Germain and Todd Crump. And we're going to talk a little bit about, yes, foreclosures. What does it mean, guys? And Todd, if you could answer this for me, what does it mean when a homeowner receives a letter stating that their home is now in foreclosure?
Okay, what that really means, and if it's actually, they state that it's in foreclosure, that means that they have recorded a notice of default with the county recorder's office. That's when you're officially in the foreclosure process. And that's a 90-day process. From the time that they record it with the county recorder's office, it's 90 days before they can set a trustee sale date, which a trustee sale date basically means that they can sell the property on the courthouse steps. So 90 days, and then they set the trustee sale date. Now that trustee sale date cannot be set less than 23 days from the last day of that 90 days. So it's 23 to 28 days. So you're looking at, what's that, 113 days basically before they can actually sell the property from under you, which is plenty enough time for you to take action and gain control of the situation.
Wow, I can gain control in 90 days?
Absolutely.
Yes, as a matter of fact, in foreclosure, many homeowners walk away from their home when they receive these letters saying that they're in foreclosure. But it's just the beginning process. There is still several months before the home is actually foreclosed on. In foreclosure then, is a time to be proactive, to find out what are your options rather than walking away from your home. There is time.
Who do I call at this point? When I receive this letter, do I call my lender? Do I call a realtor? Who do I call? What do I do?
Well, in my experience, if you don't mind, Concetta, it's best to talk to your lender. You know, that's who you should call. Find out what your options are, and they will usually tell you what your options are and how you may correct this problem. You might qualify for one of their special programs, modification or different things like that. Some of them have proprietary programs. So you need to find out as much as you can from your lender. And after you talk to your lender, then you need to talk to a real estate professional.
I might add though, sometimes depending on who the homeowner reaches on the telephone, their questions may not be answered completely. And so as certified distressed property experts, if the homeowner feels that the lender has not answered the questions adequately, they're welcome to call us.
You know, I was going to go a different direction with a different question, but I think this is a good segue here. What does a realtor do during this housing market crunch? You know, this housing market situation that we're in. I know that you have to do more than just sell homes now. If each of you can tell me a little bit about what your responsibilities are during this time and how has it changed?
Absolutely. As a realtor in a foreclosure market, the most important thing, the most important way a realtor can serve a client who is having difficulty is one, keeping themselves abreast of all the federal guidelines, of all the state and federal programs to assist the homeowner in making a decision. Therefore, a realtor is not simply a realtor. It's absolutely imperative that I am aware of all the HAFA programs of the Keep Your Home California program. I am now a consultant rather than a salesperson. And so for me, it's very important that I understand how to reach the homeowner who has varied needs, and Todd can probably shed some more information on that subject.
Todd?
Well, what we do, we constantly go out into the community. You know, we are constantly in education classes about the real estate market, what's going on, what the lenders are doing, different things like that. So we have a wealth of information that is not readily available to the average homeowner. We know what it takes to supply this lender with modification paperwork, exactly what they're looking for, different things like that. We're looking at reports, of what the lender is requiring from the homeowner. There's a wealth of information that they could get before they make a decision on which way they're going to go regarding this market that we're in right now, the foreclosure market. Research in the internet is one thing. You can find out a lot of information on the internet on your own, but at some point you have to find out really from a professional what are the other options that might be available to you.
Okay, this is somewhat of a, I'm sorry, you're going to say?
I'd like to add, as real estate agents and certified distressed property experts, we are by law unable to charge the homeowner for any consultation that's done. So to the homeowner, it's a big benefit. There is no charge. We can help guide them. Sometimes a homeowner does not need to file for bankruptcy because there are programs set aside to assist the homeowners. And so by working with the homeowners, there's absolutely no charge for our services. Amazing,
amazing. So that is very interesting. And one last thing, and I think we have probably about 60 seconds on this question, and it's a little lengthy. So, but let me ask you, and each of you can shed a little light on it. In light of the fact that the government is mandating that lenders work with homeowners to avoid foreclosures, what options are available for homeowners who want to keep their home?
Well, may I answer this question? Well, first of all, one of the very strategic programs that was initiated, or actually the government, the HAFA guidelines, came up with a program called the HARP program, H-A-R-P, and it stands for Homeowner Assistance or Affordable Refinance Program. So a homeowner whose home is upside down, who may have an interest rate of 8%, they may not have been behind in their payments, but they can actually apply, if they are not behind, to be considered for a reduction in their interest rate to the current interest rate to 3.75%.
Okay, wonderful. Now, you mentioned the HARP program. There's another program out there, Todd, that's called the HAFA. Is it called? H-A-F-A? What is that program?
Well, the HAFA program is part of the Making Home Affordable program, but it is for short sales.
Yes.
So when you qualify for the HAFA program, there's several incentives that the government will give to almost everybody involved, including the homeowner, with $3,000 relocation concession fee. But if the homeowner wants to keep their home, there's another section of that Make It Home Affordable program that's called the HAMP program. And that's basically the modification program where you work out terms to lower your monthly mortgage payment.
Wonderful, wonderful. This has been a wonderful segment, again, with Todd Crump and Concetta Germain here at Keller Williams Realty. And again, thank you for joining us on today. And again, you've been listening to the TaylorMade Inspirational Radio. I'm Matt Taylor here with Todd and Concetta. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.